Hello and welcome to Nollywood Film Club. I'm Mr. C, a Roku critic, and I am with.
Mrs C Yap, a Roku critic.
Oh yes,
Yes, I do exist.
Yes, there's two of us. She can always do this, by the way. She's always welcome to do this. She's just.
That's a lie. He records this when I'm asleep.
You're always lazy. Anything I've recorded when she's asleep, you can tell because I'm whispering. So there are not that many, is what I'm saying. Okay, all right. Today, the conversation we're about to listen to was very fun. We're just coming.
It was so fun.
It's coming off of it. You can see it's a Nollywood topic, not a
film.
Not a film, and that's probably why Spirit's a little up. We're not. Although last film we discussed.
Last film was good. Last film was good. And I think honestly we were reluctant to dip the spirits following that film.
Yeah, so we kept the spirits still up and still high, and so this was a fun conversation. So we
created an unsafe space for people to get things off their chest.
Right. Anyway, I think you'll enjoy this conversation. Do rate the podcast if you can, on whatever podcast platform you on, and I hope you enjoy Nollywood Film Club discussing
Nollywood Unpopular Opinions.
I'm talking to you. But anyway, welcome to Nollywood Film Club. We do usually discuss Nollywood films every Sundays, every week, 6 p.m. Sometimes we do Nollywood topics like today, where we will be discussing our unpopular Nollywood opinions. Yes, Mrs. C is actually back.
Hi, everyone.
Unfortunately,
unfortunately, what?
Because
I don't blame
you. But together, we will we'll be your hosts. We're going to be discussing all the things we think are unpopular opinions, and you get it. But here's the thing: if you say any unpopular opinion, we will sing shame for you. We might do the second verse and the third verse of shame, depending on how bad it is. Wow, coconut head, Gary head. We might do the whole time.
How badly did you feel in school that you know different stanzas?
I was in school with school with a lot of idiots. You know, like they never obviously sang for me. Obviously.
I don't know, man.
Hey, I was singing. Look, if I was singing at the top of my voice. I know these things. I sang for people. Like, if you're the person who receives, you block this thing out.
You need to get bullied.
All right. Anyway, speaking of bullying, let's talk about knowledge. Let's talk about some unpopular opinions. All right. Look, the way we're going to do this, we're going to do roundtable. We're going to do one each because I'm sure I have a list. I could have done this myself.
You are an unpopular opinion.
I could have answered this place to them myself. I have a list. Some of the tweets that have been coming through, we'll put them up. But we'll go one each. And if you want to defend it, feel free to defend it. If you just want to drop it and let people talk about it, that's cool too. All right. The first person here was it was Vanessa, but do you want to start? I don't know whether we should do.
What do you mean?
All right, okay, go ahead.
Oh my God, welcome back. Don't mind this man. Yeah, so I didn't have a list, but I'm gonna start off with a bang, guys. Mercy Johnson cannot act.
Hey, God. Okay, go ahead. Okay. So you just want to jump it and move on.
You want to jump it and move on. There's nothing to talk about.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're starting hot. Let me say I disagree 100%. You are wrong on
Not
this.
me having to disagree with my twinnie at the start.
I thought that's what we're doing here.
But doesn't mean like you cannot.
If everyone agrees,
it doesn't mean you can't get
opinions are unpopular.
Yes, it would be popular, but Mercy Johnson cannot act.
Yeah. No, but it's a good one. It's a good one to start. It says a good one to start. It's on thing, but I'm saying I disagree.
That one
but
is
yes,
in your pocket,
good one.
my G.
Okay, all right. Shagun, do you want to follow that? Oh no, Shagun's thing dropping. Okay, some people's MTN doing things. Okay, Next, Ainkon, do you want to share your Nollywood unpopular opinion?
It may not be unpopular for viewers.
Aye, we sing go for you. Careful. Go ahead.
Unpopular opinion. Can you allow people to land?
Okay. Lando. I'm waiting for you on shore.
Don't worry. I have it may not be unpopular to viewers, but it is kind of unpopular. I need Nollywood to go back to doing practical effects. Please leave the graphics at home. No. Let me be more specific. Let me not be a coward. I mean it for a very specific anthill. Stop that. Everything. I get that you want to do computer graphics. You need, first of all, take more time to do your computer graphics, number one. And number two, there are many things you can do with practical, what's it called? Practical effects. Like, for instance, stop doing blood with, okay, this is my unpopular opinion, specifically for anthill. Let me be more specific. Stop doing blood with anthill. Okay, just stop doing blood. Okay, actually, when you are going to hire anthill, make sure you give them very specific things. Be very specific about what you want them to do with their computer graphics, and just tell them that specifically, okay? And they should stop watching American movies too.
Can I buttress Onyiko's anthill point? If perhaps we can film in the rain instead of creating CGI rain, much appreciated. Much appreciated. No more CGI rain.
All right. Okay. I think all of these
cutlass for anthill today.
All right. Okay. I think I understand these are unpopular opinions. However, and I understand from the film aspect, like it's easier to shoot. You guys continuity is going to be difficult with all these things, but I do wish we could go back to practical effects. That one especially. It feels like we just abandoned that because I guess it is cheaper. Even the fake breast somebody did, we did not use it. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Anyway, thanks, Inka. I think it was Shagun. Shagun, can you give us your unpopular opinion if you're here?
Yeah, hi. Well, there are many, but I think I'll just go with can Nollywood producers please respect their viewers and critics alike? And to be very specific, when I say respect, I feel like uh, if I'll point to an example, is I saw a clip from a film where they hoisted somebody's head up high and it didn't look like the person that they murdered. So, and this is not the first time I'm seeing it. At least this one, it was good that they even did. It looked like it was sculpted out of clay, and they painted it a certain way. But that was one. The other one that I saw was a head of a mannequin, a light-skinned mannequin, and the person that was killed was dark-skinned. And I feel like there's an attitude of they are not going to mind, and I do mind. And on behalf of the fans, the core fans of even these productions, on behalf of them, we mind. Like if you are going to do something, do it well. If you're not going to do it at all, I mean, find a workaround. That is for me.
Okay, I'm going to sing shame for you. Shame. That is not unpopular. That can't be unpopular. I agree with you 100% in terms of sometimes Nollywood just taking the piss, but that can't be an unpopular opinion. There's no way. Shagun. That is an unpopular opinion. Shame. All right. Thank you. All right. Next, I think was it Stephanie or Elizabeth? Stephanie, do you want to go first? Share with us your Nollywood unpopular opinion, please.
Okay, so my first one is please don't shame me. Please, Nollywood doesn't have enough heartthrobs. I know there's some people that you guys always talk about like are fine and all, but I think we can do better than that, honestly. Yeah, that's my number one. The second one, again, I don't know if this is unpopular because I just got into Nollywood like recently, so please don't shame me. But even if Nollywood becomes better, I feel like it will become stagnant if Nigeria doesn't change or become better. Because if Nollywood gets better, you're going to need people who want to come to the country, and I don't think the country has enough to support what they call tourism. So everything will just collapse, I feel. So Nigeria also has to become better if Nollywood can progress. And the last thing I have is Nollywood should have been a powerhouse already. I don't think this is okay. Don't shame me, but this is not an unpopular one. Nollywood lacks heart. Like at the core of it, like we don't have heart in Nollywood, and we need more of that to actually progress. Just more heart, I would say. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Shame! Sorry, I
Shame. Shame. That first one, we have sang that one. But on this space, especially not having enough heartthrobs.
So many beautiful women, but
yeah. But actually, I was willing to let it slide for that your second point, because that your second point is that's an interesting point.
yeah.
But you now added the third point, which brought it back to your shame. But you knew it was coming because you were begging beforehand. You knew it was coming, Stephanie. But no, well done. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Elizabeth, please, do you want to give us your unpopular opinion?
I don't know if it is unpopular, right? But I have to I will build upon what Stephanie said, which is actually on my first. Nollywood does not have any talented actor. And I will define talent. We have some that are a bit adjacent. Yeah, adjacent is talent. I use the word adjacent. And I want to specify by mentioning Bimbo Manuel as the only person that I think is adjacent to talent, right? Because I think he has pulled off talent, pulled off being believable in his roles, starting from the first time I saw him, maybe in Checkmate. But we do not have talented actors. And I would define talent as, apart from the natural abilities, and I want you to be convincing enough to portray a character, evoke emotion within the audience. So natural abilities now being charisma, right? I expect a strong presence from you. And I think that is where Bimbo Manuel got it for me in, I think, Fourth Republic. It was Fourth Republic. Yes, it was the guy that was dishing out slaps everywhere. Yeah. So he had that charisma. This is something that you really can buy. A lot of the new age actors do not have it. Some try to, I think maybe if Caleb Richards get better at some point, maybe he will have it. But I'm struggling with thinking of anyone. There was somebody that was to pretend to have it. What's his name? Leonard. What's that guy's name? That is always talking
not
like
too much of Frederick. Not too much of Frederick now.
Yeah, no, there's supposed to be something there, but it's so superficial. So you just know. So like charisma, strong presence, like I want to say it's not there, guys. If it's not there, it's not there. It didn't day. Then maybe learn skills, other thing that they probably do differently. And this is the thing with Nollywood actors. So when they act one scene like this, and because we like to replicate, if you are good at one thing, try to replicate it across board. You've done it in film 1, film 2, film 3. By the time they give you film 4, and you're supposed to act in different role, it's that same person you have been acting in the first 4 films that you come back and act here. So sometimes people like RMD, you can just transpose them in different films and they'll be acting the same person. Like there is nothing new. You've seen RMD. If you see RMD in one film, you've seen him in every other 1,000 other films. So no, Nollywood does not have like talented actors. That is my hot take. That's my first hot take. My second hot take, because it's coming in hot.
We have to listen to by one. I know Stephanie did like 3, but I have to do one.
This is not fair. Let's see.
He did say that it was supposed to be roundtable at the beginning. Sorry.
Fine, no problem. Oh yeah, 1 for now.
Thank you. We're not sing shame for that because that's not a take I've heard. No talent at all.
Yeah, I want to ask, is there going to be pushback sessions?
Immediately after somebody says it is.
If you want to fight, fight it.
I want to fight. Elizabeth, I don't think. I think there are many talented actors in Nollywood.
Remember, she
Name
defined her
two.
talent. She
Name
Even
one
defined.
after
and a
she
half.
defined her talent, even after she
Name
defined
one
her
and a half.
talent.
Okay, tell her. Go
Okay.
on. I mean, I agree with you, but let me not name. Let me not name anybody.
Well, you've already named Bimbo Emmanuel, but Bimbo Emmanuel acts in snap right now. The name of me.
Again.
I think
If the name
no,
is
no, no.
flying for
Let me
your
finish.
brain,
No, no, no.
perhaps they don't
Let me
have it.
finish. Genevieve, I think Genevieve is talented. I think I
My
think
sister, it is not consistent. Anything that is not
she's
consistent
talented.
is not talent.
Even if it's the same, the thing is that they are
Who's your
believable.
master?
Okay, even if you're going to say that, I just think a lot of acting, a lot of them they do the same thing across the world. They always do the same thing. So if you're going to say
No,
that, you have to say that.
we go.
Oh, but also, what's the name of the actress? Oh my God, I just she was in
I know who you are going to mention.
Bimba Akitola. Bimba Akitola is talented.
She's the
Bimba
same
Akitola
person
can act.
across board.
No,
Okay. All right. Okay.
Bimba
All
Akitola is
right.
talented.
All right.
I
All right.
like they're all of yes, actors act the same across board. It's just the same thing
Yeah.
about of all movies. Like it's just the
Okay.
same on every movie. Something.
Okay. It has do. It has do. All right. Okay. So that one has done. But like, it doesn't seem we're going to convince Elizabeth. She has told us some people are
I
talented.
don't
You've
know why you
mentioned a
think
couple.
I have to convince people. I am not here to convince people. I'm here to tell my
It's
opinion.
part of this pushback. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. Yeah. All right. Who was next? We have to check ourselves because I can't keep on waiting for the queue to finish before we insert ourselves. We insert ourselves soon. But I think next we have Eccentric Jersey. Please give us your unpopular Nollywood opinion.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm thinking of how to make it just one point. I have a lot to say. I've been waiting for this topic. Like my blood is hot. You understand? Nollywood. Let's see. Please, the series Shanty Town is fucking overrated. Kai, it's really overrated. I have no idea what Iniedo did that is so hyped up. And mind you, I watched Shantytown January of this year. I intentionally do not watch certain movies or series once they are out, like once it's trending and all other hot take stuff. I try to allow time to pass, then I concentrate to watching it. And I was confused for like a moment. I was like, are you sure this is the same Shantytown? I think I tweeted it that period, like asking people if they have the movie or where I can watch it to be sure that I watched the same hyped up movie. I have no idea what Iniedo and Chidimokeme did that is so off the hook. Like, hello, I'm confused. Like, what's going on? What did they do that was so special? Without a fake fighting scene. Oh man, I just did para for that scene. Like, what the hell was that, honestly? That's my hot take, and I'm not explaining shit. I don't care if anybody, if they're in here or Chinimokeme is your favor and you want to vex, feel free. But man, that was one of the most fucked up hype Nollywood movie I'm telling you in a long time that I've seen. I was just fuming after watching it, like waiting they this thing where everybody they shout, like I just could not understand. My hot take is that some of these our veteran actors and the mini RMD, yes, they are very good, no doubt. But my hot take is that they should zukwaniki. They should rest. They are repeating
Hey,
them in movies and they are acting the same thing over and over. Like, I beg, enough is enough. There are a lot of like fresh faces that are better than them, but standing and popularity will not allow people to say the truth. That's my hot take.
okay.
I beg.
All right. Okay. All right. We actually definitely not shaming you because those are both. I think they're both unpopular. Although in this space, Shantytown being overrated is definitely not unpopular in this space. But in the grand scheme of things, yes, definitely rated. One of the tweets I use in trying to show people example is the Chidimokeme was quite mid. that's, oh, I'm a bad guy. Oh, you do this voice. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Very original. It's not the voice that every bad person has done. Like, that was very, very, I don't know why. Even people who don't really like Shantytown, some people think that performance is great. Huge disagree. I think that is a very, very boring take of a villain. Anyway, thanks, Centric Jersey. All right, we will move on to Wayne. Wayne's rants. Please give us your unpopular opinion.
You said only one, Abby. So my unpopular opinion is, I think old Nollywood is not all that. Right? Like there is this like big hype about how like and by old Nollywood, I'm not talking about wait, I'm not talking about like the early 90s, because
what you want to exclude the oldest old Nollywood from?
This is the question you need to. I was gonna jot down your that's not old
so
Nollywood.
When people
what do you think is old Nollywood?
yes.
Old Nollywood, my darling.
When people know, that's why I wanted to give my time. So when people say old Nollywood, like this Gen Z's division of old Nollywood, is that like 2003, 2004, that dangerous twin era?
New Nollywood. That's the old new Nollywood.
Yeah, I'm not like, that's not even my opinion. I understand and I agree with that. But I'm saying that era that people call old Nollywood, when like people, that era is not all that. That's my own unpopular opinion.
You are right.
All right. Okay. I wonder whether people mean. Yeah, I wonder whether people mean that era when they say. Does anybody like that era like that?
Yes, there's a whole like
that era is just good for aesthetics.
There's a cutoff mark.
That era is good for aesthetics, and that's it.
There's a cutoff mark, and it got to a point where we ended up in the Dark Ages, and everyone acknowledges that it is the Dark Ages. Are the aesthetics great? The aesthetics are fantastic. The styling was amazing. If we're talking styling and costuming and just pure charisma, that version of Nollywood beats current day Nollywood. Sorry, I've said another unpopular opinion, but let's be so for real. What are we styling nowadays? What are we styling? Everybody is wearing big sleeve and big boo-boo, and all the big mummies in Lagos are wearing damask and whatever. And that's all the film. Case in point, King of Boys, the second film, the styling in that, or was the film with the missing sisters who are fugitives now. If we're talking just plain old styling, then even the Dark Ages of Nollywood has beat this Nollywood hands down. Let's be so for real. Sorry, you have made me para into another one, even though I have a big comment.
I'm sorry.
My God. Oh my God. Sorry, Wayne. All right. No, I'm okay. I'm conflicted whether to shame me. We just allow that one.
No. Wait, it's unpopular.
It's not. I don't think anybody loves that era of Nollywood. That's that particular era.
If you hadn't specified the Dark Ages, it would have been an unpopular opinion.
But yeah,
okay, give me my shame. It's fine. I'll take
it. All right. Okay. Alana, please give us your unpopular opinion. Is Alana here? Abby, are we having lag? All right. Okay. Who would have been next? Nollywood must change. Nollywood must change. Do you want to give us your unpopular opinion?
Okay. My unpopular opinion is that I think Nollywood is yet to have that movie director who is consistent, like especially in the mainstream, who is consistent, who you can look up to, like you can tell upcoming directors like look up to this person, to give good movies. I think sometimes the ones we think that okay, like Kemi Aditiba, Jade Shiberu, they kind of give hits and misses at times, So we are yet to have that director who is good, who you can count on. Okay, I want to see this person's movie. I know it's going to be great. And there are some directors, instead of having a good movie, there are directors that any project you see their name or their production company on, just know that it's going to be a mess. I don't want to mention names. So we are yet to have that great director. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I think that's unpopular because I think some people would count probably the Jades and the Kemis as people that they can rely on.
Me, I want to shame it too.
No,
Oh,
that's not
you are
unpopular.
relying on people.
That's not unpopular. I think that's all right. That's all right. Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Nollywood must change. Awele, do you want to give us your unpopular opinion?
Yeah, okay. So my unpopular opinion is that I don't know how to put it, but let me just alumni and just people from social media should go into Nollywood. So to try and I didn't want to call names, but I feel like there are some people that have tried to break into Nollywood, and I don't really think they should be there, acting wise.
If you
So
don't call names, shame is coming. If you don't call names, shame is coming because it is not an unpopular opinion that people are including in Nollywood for, except you call one that, okay, some people like this person, and then we can say it's unpopular. If not,
I think Brother Shaggy, for example, Sabinos. I wanted to say, what's his name? This BBN, Neil. Yeah, Neil. Yeah. So there are many like that they just come into Nollywood because of the fact that they have some sort of popularity and they just feel the next best thing is, let's throw them into a film and maybe it's going to make our film, blow. I don't think that's necessary.
all right, we're going to have to shame you. Shame. No. This one is a very popular opinion. A lot of people have been coming into Nollywood, and yes, they have been showing their face. Brother Shaggy is the poster boy of people that they don't think belong, of Instagram comedians coming into Nollywood that doesn't quite work. Although even I do think Brother Shaggy can do Brother Shaggy things well, though. So I don't mind it. For me, it's the way they used him. It's the way they use him. But the Brother Shaggy is the poster boy of don't bring that kind of actor into our films. Poster boy. Sorry, but it's shame. We're going to we're going to go. Have we gone round? I think we've gone round. Okay, Mrs C.
Okay.
Oh wait. Rex hasn't said. Sorry. Okay. Rex, please give us your unpopular opinion, then Mrs. C. Rex, are you there? All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, please give us your unpopular opinion. No popular opinions, please. No.
I'm trying to not be shamed, so I'll just say this. I had like two on my mind, but I'll just say the one I think is most important. I have a good premonition that the reason why Nollywood is not progressing is because the filmmakers we have do not have any imagination. They lack imagination. They have the plans, they have the details, but there is no imagination because from the scene recently, a lot of projects I've seen from Nollywood, it just felt like they just wanted to tell a story and they didn't understand that there is a part of it that has to have some kind of fiction inside of it. It doesn't have to be an actual thing. So the imagination to do things, think up new stories is not there, which is the reason why a lot of actors are being typecasted because the directors can't even think of new things to give them. So if the director can't think of a new story or the screenwriters can't think of better ways to tell stories, it's not going to be on them. It's going to be on the filmmakers for this whole process. And I don't know if I can just squeeze this in for a minute, but I have a strong belief that Nollywood rather, is not set for cinema yet. A lot of things are pulling us back because we're not in our cinema era yet. So we have to work on that also.
Okay. Sorry, Rex. You're gonna have to get to shame because that one is too popular. No? Directors. Shame. That was like it. The directors like it. Nollywood likes creativity is very, very popular. And so directors can catch that. All right. Okay. Mrs. C, don't think you can't get shamed. I will shame you right here if you're not unpopular. Let's go.
You shame me. Okay. Anywho, my first take is I have 2 hot takes. I'll give my first one this first round. Save the other one for next round. But my unpopular opinion is that maybe one film a year should be going to cinema.
Wow.
Maybe one. And it's probably Funke's annual Christmas film.
Wow.
We don't make cinema movies. And Nigeria is currently too expensive. It's not the time where people had money and you could go buy cheap cinema tickets with popcorn for how much and you can while away time and watch films. You're competing with Hollywood for people's money. And people don't have how much a ticket is 5,000 naira. And I will take you to go and watch what in the cinema? No, we don't make cinema movies. Focus on YouTube. Drop your film on YouTube.
Wow.
Drop your film on YouTube. Send us link. We will watch it and we'll discuss it on Film Club. They will pay you for views. Maybe 4 or 5 a year should go to Netflix and Prime because there's too much international disgrace going on those platforms. That's my own opinion.
Okay, all right. Okay, we have escaped shame. That was good there. I don't know whether
I want to object.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
It's not an what's the word? It's a popular opinion.
That only one film should go to the
popular
cinema.
Opinion. Yeah, because it's something that if people will say the truth, just that many people don't want to say, but it's not unpopular. It's not unpopular. Because there are so many films, even this one that came out recently. The one that came out recently, I wasn't thinking it was a YouTube thing until I found out it was cinema. I was like, what a waste of who wants to go there to spend their hard-earned money to watch this thing in cinema. So I don't
Wow. Right.
think it's not unpopular. Many people think these things like
one film. There's
I object to. I object. I object.
Wait, are you objecting on what grounds are you objecting?
I'm objecting on the grounds about the international disgrace. Every country has its international disgrace on streamers. Streamers are not for
let's be so for
international disgrace.
It's not international disgrace. I'm so sorry. No. Have you guys seen the movie? Have you guys seen the movie Telephone Noah something? And that was made here. I'm so sorry. We cannot be talking about international disgrace. Have you seen all those Chinese dramas?
They used to finish us. No. You
look here, we are Nigerians. They come online, they decide to insult us. Let's just go to the stream.
You listen to me. I want to strangers. What can happen upon you? They just you can let me land. They are just scrolling up and down on the Netflix.
In glass houses don't throw stones. And if you have a glass house,
because let me finish. The dregs, if you even want to say Hollywood, the dregs of Hollywood are on Tubi and Mubi. No. You come out so bad.
You haven't gone to the dregs of Netflix. And by the way, Nigerian movie is about to go on Tubi too. And Tubi? What are you guys talking about?
Tubi? Sorry, let's be so for real right now.
All the classic movies. I went to go watch Rashomon on Tubi. Rashomon.
Yes, all classic movies on Tubi. Sorry.
All right. Okay, moving on. All right. Okay. I think we reached the bottom of that one. That's all right. That's okay. Because some people disagree quite hotly anyway. All right, my own hot take. I've tweeted this one out, but just to give you a spice, I think Wale Ojo has mainly put out bad performances. I think on the tweet I said mid. I'm changing it because I'm doing what I've yabbed other people for doing, calling bad things mid. I think Wale Ojo has given out a lot of bad performances. I don't think all of them, but mainly a lot of bad performances. I don't know how that guy is. It has to be the English accent. It has to be the British accent. He's coasting on British accent. is not fair. He's just maybe British accent and fine looks. Maybe all people that have Otmanitis, you are like, oh, that salt and pepper look. Oh, look, it looks so fine.
I think we can score.
Oh, you I forgot to ask him.
Ask me with chest.
Every time he's acting, a lot of times he's acting, it feels like number one, he has like one gear for the most part. And it just reminds me of when some Nollywood actors get they think like the way to act is to either yell or, oh, this is the way you're really acting if you shout, or he does it so much and it sticks out a lot of the time. And I don't believe he doesn't get called out more. Well, I guess the reason is because of the British accent and the fineness. But yes, that's my unpopular opinion.
See, there's a time I would have fought you on this opinion, but unfortunately, I feel like it's just gotten worse. So.
Just say it.
Guys,
I need you to just say it. Breath of life happened.
Breath of life happened, and I couldn't defend him.
I saw him in Foundation. Yeah. I saw him. I felt like maybe if I watch him in a different setting, maybe it feels out of place in the Nigerian setting. So I watched the scene he had in Foundation on Apple series, and I had to watch that particular scene more than twice because I wasn't exactly sure if the problem is Nigerian directors or the setting is acting in, and it felt like maybe if it fits in there, or maybe there's a way it was directed in Foundation that makes it look a bit different. But he wasn't acting his usual, like the way we act in Nigeria, but he had a bit some of that mannerism, where he's nodding in his head he has this thing where he's talking and he's nodding his head at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's not really good in like Breath of Life was not a good film for him at least.
Yeah. Did he win?
He won, unfortunately.
So there we go. All right. That's kind of quality unpopular opinion we're looking for here. That's a standard.
Your wife
I'm just saying. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go. We're going for second round. Before we go for second round, let's acknowledge the people in the comment section. They've been giving their unpopular opinions. This is from Ava. Nollywood is better than K-dramas. I die on this hill. It's only fine camera and production design. Everything else not the same.
I don't know if fine camera and production design don't.
Current K-dramas, especially the romantic one, they do the same thing. Once it's once murder is popular now, even in romantic comedy, there's murder mystery. Can you speak with me?
Why are we comparing K-drama, which is obviously TV show?
They have multiple stages, multiple locations, so many locations. No wonder
guys,
they
why
have.
Why are we comparing soaps to films? Like, don't worry, I'm coming for you people soap opera. As you have brought us somebody, as you people have brought us somebody soap.
I enjoy a lot of watching, but I also come for film. They do shocking things just for shock value. A lot in Korean shit. A lot. They do shocking things.
Are you serious? Really?
Like, why? Why did you just do that? But
wait, there's criticizing like K-dramas and then they're saying it's better than Nollywood. It's worse than Nollywood.
Production is better than Nollywood because they put a lot of money into their production. Like money, they are not actually paying people. Like people,
it's just
their workers.
Thing that when we were saying something, it feels like to me I'm a better footballer than Sandros or like some professional footballer in League One that is, but like, it's just the difference that I don't have I've not been through professional training. I'm actually better. Like, okay, well, you haven't got professional training. How can you be comparing yourself to people who have professional kids? I don't know how you make. I mean, well done on it being unpopular. It definitely is unpopular. So accept your death on the hill. I accept your death on the hill. Don't worry. We bury you there. That's fine. But that's the whole point of this thing. Have unpopular opinions. That's fine. All right. we'll still go through some of the comments. I didn't gather enough. A lot has been coming through. Vanessa, we're going second
I'm
round.
quite undecided about which one to pick because I have like a whole list. But as with dramas and other people's soap operas, I guess let's do it. Hashtag AM something. All the AM things needs to end now. Now. Those soap operas haven't been good since after what? Since Rihanna. And even then, the shows were hit and miss. The writing has sucked for eons. For eons. And now every 5 seconds, AM something is coming. AM something. It's okay. It's okay. Stop it. Stop gathering that writer's room. Don't if I can see all of you now. Honestly, I can smell them. They're already gathering another writer room for another hashtag AM something. If you stop it.
Speak your
Stop
truth,
it
please.
now. All of you go and look for other work. Go and look for other jobs. If it means taking a sabbatical and trying to figure out how to write for TV again. Perhaps you need to go and learn how to write
True
for
talk,
TV
man.
again. So sorry, everybody, not sorry.
Wow.
Let's just quit your day job.
Yeah, their team that's giving them 9 to 5. They're 9 to 5 that's giving them bringing bread to the table.
I have an adjacent take in. I do think most of our filmmakers should go back to school.
Don't worry, upon that school one I'm coming, I have another point. Perhaps I can even say it now so that I won't forget it.
Okay.
If Nollywood people, actors, filmmakers, production, all alike, you people are not prepared to show working, stop going to film school. Especially London and New York film school, stop going. Stop going now. Stop wasting your money. Save your money. People are not going to show working. Every 5 seconds, I'm going to a New York film school. Every other 5 seconds, I'm going to another film. Stop it. If you're not going to show working, stop going. Don't go to the film school again. It's okay.
Oh
wow! To learn.
Okay. All right.
It's like we missed being called haters, and Kenya was like, "Let me do a space where everybody can come and get things off their chest."
All right. Okay, Income, please give us your
It's before me. Rachel. No, she was not there. I came here to be polite, and for some reason, I have not become polite at all in any of my interactions. So, I guess I should fully go into my villain era. I guess that's what they call it. First of all, everybody needs to stop using the word era. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. But unpopular opinion. Oh my God, what's this word? Subversion. This is in general, but it's also because Nigerians, they like to watch really foreign things, and then they will pick it up. All these directors, because they went to New York film schools and all that stuff. And New York film schools now, I guess they teach them that you must be subverting things. I am tired of it. I am tired of twist. I am tired of subversion. I am really tired of badly written, no logic, subversion and twist. Can we just stop it? I am tired of it. Honestly, it doesn't seem smart. It doesn't seem foolish. If you're going to write your characters, and even if it's predictable, let it be predictable. Give me that prediction, whatever. I have worked hard. I have followed your something to the prediction. Let it be predictable because then it makes sense and then it's good. Or if it doesn't, sorry, you made a stupid writing. Don't give me twist out of nowhere. It's not
shame. No, shame. Oh, this is.
It's not.
Don't do bad writing.
What I truly do mean. It's not twist out. It's not just twist out of nowhere. It's the thing that people will be thinking is very smart and it's very stupid. It's very, very stupid. I'm tired of it. But if you're saying it's unpopular, okay. It's popular, okay.
Yeah, it's popular. All right. Okay. Who I think next was, let me see, who's third? You do not remember your position. Why are you giving me
Stephanie?
This
is part of your job as a host. This is part of your job as a host.
I can go. I
I
have more things, so please. Okay. So Madam Koi Koi. To me, that's one of the worst things I've ever watched, and I never want that to be done again. It's worse than Potato, it's worse than Casanova, what's the other one's name? Like anything bad, I think it's worse than anything I've ever seen. I don't know. That was just, they shouldn't try that again. Like taking a folklore and just messing it up. I think they can be jailed for that, honestly. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Wow.
That is jail.
For that?
I'm next.
Wow.
All right. No, everybody already knew that part. Everybody already said that about that. I don't hear shame just because she's saying they should be arrested. Is that it?
So okay, I was going to
Okay.
I was going to say that that's a shame one, but like the part one, a lot of people really liked. And it's but the people feel like they messed the part two, and I don't think people think it's the worst thing. To be honest, I do think that's not popular. I think just the general consensus on that is that they messed the ending up. I think that's what it is. But she's saying just
like is the fact that she said that they have to put them in jail for
and the host, I will shame. Don't be salty from your shame. Just take your shame.
1 hour of what?
Just take your shame. Just take your shame. Just take your shame. Look, and just move on. Carry on. Third round. Don't worry. This third round. Maybe you will not be ashamed of the third round. All right. Okay. Elizabeth, please go on.
Yeah. So I've been waiting for this moment. I wanted to build upon. I shouldn't even be building because I had it written down. So 260 AM writers, please don't be writing short films, short series, 90-minute film. Don't be writing it. Just stick to 260 or 130. Whatever it is you are writing currently, just stick to it. If you want to move away from it, it requires relearning, unlearning and relearning, because every format has different writing. Because I realized that you guys love dramatic conflict. Before you sneeze, one thing don't happen. You people have added something that logical flow of story, it don't enter dustbin. So you guys are always at it. So brings me to Shanty Town. Well, at a point, I had to go and check the people that wrote it because I was very sure that I'm sure it was somebody that wrote 260. Ololade, I was very sure that it was somebody that wrote 260 that wrote that thing. It is very, at this point, if I'm watching something and then the twist are turning on your own, I will just know. I will just go and check the writers first. Because, I mean, and you're not the first to write short series or movies, actually, because Amaka Igwe did it too. Amaka Igwe wrote Checkmate with her mates, and then she did Violated and was that Keeping Faith. Now, what are we? As she did Forever, she did that bunch. But you will see something that is consistent, right? Is under not losing your audience. No matter how much if you watch Violated, you will know that the way it is written is written in such a way that this film can also be like a mini series, right? Because the stories, there are a lot of moving parts in almost everything. There are a lot of moving parts, but why she excelled is because you are not thrown off. So either between writer, director, something, you guys are always jamming head, and sometimes people will start from one thing, you enter another, and walai, it's not a kini. Sometimes I used to feel like, say I need to actually write and beg people to stop in the name of the Lord. Maybe if I add the name of the Lord, our Savior, it might be like, okay, maybe you're not Christian. Maybe I should use Amadio or something to beg you people to stop. And I also want to talk about even that 260 gone. I want to talk about Covenant. That series has not had me mad like I have been so mad in this life. Started off well. And then at some point, I started wondering when all the deaths, I was like, okay, death is to happen sometime. Maybe the actor wants to go and do something else and they need to get the person off their screen. Maybe that's why they are offering this character. But at some point, it made no sense. I realized that you thought they are Game of Thrones. You are not. You are not. It is not Game of Thrones. You really can't be using death as a plot device. It's lazy. It has to make sense. At a point, I was afraid that they will kill me. I was like, if I don't stop watching Covenant, maybe I'll be next. I had to stop for my own well-being. So please, AM 260 writers, 130 writers, help me help you. I don't know. Maybe watch, I don't know, Maybe and maybe you guys are trying to do this is our own signature. Because if I'm watching the telenovela that is Colombia, we know. If it's Mexican, I will know. If it's Angola with Jikulumesu, I will know. I will know that this is their own. If I'm watching South Africa, if I sabi, like there are some things I'm expecting, right? Even Indian, I already know that my people, this is how they do their own. Even K-drama, I'm expecting that our protagonists have met when they were younger. If they did not meet, I will be very disappointed. If they meet, I'll be like, hey, I was waiting for this. But you people, I don't know what it is. Maybe you want to use there. Maybe because this country is so hard. Want to be killing everybody. Maybe it's your signature, but I'll tell you
I'll
that
tell you
signature
when
is
they
not
started
working.
that Mumu signature. African Magic Hush. When they killed who we thought was the lead character, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, they killed the lead character." They thought, yes, Nigerians love it when we kill people, and then they just started killing. They just decided to become serial killers after that.
Wow. Okay. I don't watch AM stuff, so I can't speak to the popularity or of all of that. But I'm sure it's well founded. All right. Okay. So, uh, Mr. Shahidi, you go last because you came late. Can't you speak to, but like eccentric. I think it might be eccentric Jersey. You people need to remember your order because I've been drinking. I don't need to be remembering everything at this point. Come on. All right, eccentric Chelsea, give us your unpopular opinion.
First of all, let me say this Vanessa girl, she's so funny. She had me rolling for like minutes.
Don't say that. That's an appropriate opinion. That's allowed, but don't say that. Let's move on.
Oh my God. Anyway, my second unpopular opinion is Nollywood, please. They need to stop this nonsense of click acting. What I mean by click acting, I'm tired of seeing the same set of people in a movie when they're like talents out there. Like if I see like a certain producer or directors or whatever, I just know these are the people, inside. I'm tired of that click nonsense with their mid acting. Please, they should stop allowing skit makers, comedians, and musicians to act movies. I'm tired of that nonsense. And I will die on the hill of this shanty town again. Peter Okoye, never ever try that nonsense you did. Never. Don't. Not even if the world is ending. You should not attempt it ever again. What was that? Who told him to even act in that movie? Even if it was one scene, he should never attempt it, please. You should not try it again. All these nonsense actors, musicians, skit makers, please, they should ban them from acting. I don't care. They should not allow them act even one scene. That's my hot take. I'm tired. It's very, very annoying, seriously.
Eccentric shows the government should ban them. All right.
Shame. Not too much of Peter Okoye now. Come on.
our Femi Fernandez.
No, that Yoruba accent. I almost fainted. Please, you should never attempt it. Please.
Femi, all right, okay. But I think this is a shame. Like the click thing is a very popular Nollywood critique, no? So we're going to have to shame you.
Exactly. Thank you. You know, now because they don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to not give you something. Next time when it's my turn, I'll say they should arrest random people for doing movie next time. Okay? No, I have to go over so I don't get shamed. I'll say something common. Don't worry. They should execute people for doing movies that we don't like.
Wow, you go.
Sorry, I don't want to get
okay.
arrested. I have to go my boss.
I think I want to genocide the Nollywood people. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Who was after eccentric Jersey? Please. And how many hasn't spoken? When is it? You go on.
When you can't really want everybody to be shamed, so I have to be very careful now.
No, I'm on ammo, so you have to be careful. You better be careful.
Yeah, I have to be very. I'll think of my most. Okay, but my second popular opinion is that I think a lot of Nollywood's problem is a skill issue. Like I think many times when we like always talk about Nollywood, we're like, it's funding, it's like the audience. But and I think people have said this like in different facets. I think Vanessa was saying something about like stop going to schools if it's not going to change anything. But I think like the bulk of our problem is skill, like directing, acting, music composition, a film. It's like our big problem is skill. If we can fix the skill, then we'll still be able to watch these films that have like low budgets if they have better skill. So yeah. Please no shame, please.
What's shame? Yes. Sorry, Wayne. You walked into that one, two eyes open. All right. Who is next? Who's next on the queue?
I'm the next.
Go on.
Okay. My unpopular opinion is that we really have actors, good actors, which we can develop, who can evolve into like being one of the best worldwide, actually. But the problem now is that we don't really have good materials because we don't have very good writers, just like we don't have very good directors. And one of the reasons why we don't have good materials is that because people are scared of investing their money in something that the popular audience, the general audience, would not relate with. People are looking for commercial success, and they are scared of investing their money in depth, in materials that have depth, and materials that would travel. But people are really scared. So our actors, they are not ready to do anything. They just take what they have and go with it, because good things don't come around. So I just feel like our actors are good, but it's the industry that's kind of like stunting their growth. Yeah.
Well, if the second half of that feels different from the first half. The first half, you said we have good actors but like the problem is the writing, and then the problem with the writing and directing, and the problem with all of that is people are scared.
They can evolve. They can evolve into their best, but we don't have good materials. So that's why we just feel like they're so good, that our actors are bad.
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I'm sorry. Nothing must change. Shame.
We have bad actors. That's the popular opinion. But
the popular opinion is that we have bad actors. No. Don't get confused with Nollywood Film Club and this thing. A lot of people think, even in Nollywood Film Club, I still think one of the reasons why I let Elizabeth go because she said we don't have talented actors, right? And a bunch of people here pushed back on that. So it's not even here. It's not even a no. Shame. Take it. Just wait for your next round. All right. Who was next? Who was after Nollywood Must Change? Is it
Mr. Shahidi has not spoken? Why?
Huh?
Mr. Shahidi.
Yeah, he came late. He's on the queue. He's just behind everybody else. I think have we heard from Awele?
No.
Awele, do you want to give your do you have another one? If you don't have another one, that's fine. Okay, we can go to, if that's everybody else, we can go to Mr. Shahidi. Mr. Shahidi, please give us your unpopular opinion.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I want to build on that person that was talking about twists. I do not think twists should.
Wait. I'll obviously let you speak, but remember two things. Number one is your unpopular opinion. Number two, remember that opinion was shamed. Okay, but go ahead.
Yes. I think she was trying to say that the twists should make sense. It's not that twists are not necessary. They are actually necessary, but they should make sense when you're using them in a script or in a storyline. Also, I do not think we do not have good talent. like when it comes to the actors in Nollywood. I think our major problem is the direction, because I remembered when I saw the Black Book. Honestly speaking, RMD's performance in that movie was very, very below par for me as a viewer. In fact, that film made me almost doubt his acting capabilities. And I fully give it to the director. I feel like the director wasn't really, I think it was his first project, so it was quite obvious that yes, he didn't really have enough experience. So it showed in some of the actors' performances in the film. It's like when I watch not Hollywood movies, there are some movies I see and I'm able to tell immediately, oh, if this is directed by Quentin Tarantino, if this is Christopher Nolan. But for our directors here, they don't really have any signature, anything you can pick from a Nollywood film if you're watching, and you'd be able to tell, oh, this looks like this person's work. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So I feel like it's our directors majorly. Even Sharon Uja as an actor, she's really, like, in my opinion, I've seen some of her movies and I loved her in them, and some others she also falls short. I think that's the job of the director, personally. So I feel our directors need to work more on their crafts, because if the director is good, it would show in the movie. It doesn't matter how well or how badly written the script is, in my opinion. I feel like if the director is like 100%, they know the job very well, it would show in the end product of the work. Personally, also there's something I feel that is
we're doing one, Mr. Shahidi. We're doing one, even though you're on your second one. And honestly, Mr. Shahidi, I was so close to commit shaming here, because like you basically echoed two people's opinions that have already been shamed. You started with a Yunkon's one, and then you entered the Nollywood Must Change. But you said Sharon Rogers acting, you believe in her acting, and that has cut you some slack right now. Because that's
she was good in she was good in that Skinny Girl in Transit. She was I Skinny Girl in Transit.
I'm so sorry, Mr.
This is what
Mr. Shahidi came up here.
I do, but in Oloture, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing in Oloture.
This is what this place is for. This is what this place is for. This is kind of unpopular opinion. This is what
today I promise.
This is unpopular opinion.
I promise that I will not say Sharon Rogers' name from my mouth. I actually promise that I will not say Sharon Rogers' name because it's becoming personal. But Mr. Shahidi, you have made me say Sharon Rogers. Ha! It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Before they will say I have a personal vendetta against my Benue sister. But as we are here, Sharon Rogers cannot act. Everybody go home and in peace.
All right, Mr. Shahidi, I'm saying it's a popular opinion. It's fine. It's fine for you to say that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not fighting it out. The other two were said almost verbatim, to be honest, on some. Those are the ones that, and I don't think those are unpopular opinions.
They were popular.
Even the twist, we got the twist that it's not that they did the twist, it's the way they were written.
Yes,
We've
exactly.
that gets said a lot of times.
And their action things, please, they should stop Hollywoodizing it. When Bollywood are recreating Hollywood movies, they do not try to pretend to be Hollywood. They put in their own spice. They make it different.
Okay, Mr. Shahidi. One per person, to be honest. That's how we're doing it. One per person. And also, you keep on bringing the most common criticism we've had, except that Sharon Oja one. That was a nice unpopular opinion. But these are very, very popular criticisms in terms of Hollywoodizing, even our action scene. We say that in general about a lot of like the plots, to be honest. But all right, not an unpopular opinion. I'm sorry. All right, Tochukwu, please go on. Give us your unpopular opinions, or if it's popular, we will shame you.
Hi guys. So I don't like shitting on movies and all. But then, my unpopular opinion is that Breath of Life, it started off great, but the third act is like one of the most unimpressive third acts I've seen in movies. And I think the problem is for Nigerian movies, majorly is like research and laziness. A lot of people have said something like this here, but not captured it in this particular word. For instance, I'm seeing this nice movie with difficulty comes is right. Well, I feel like the director could have actually passed the emotions even better with camera angles, the particular person's actors who the camera should be on at some point, how long the camera should be on faces, and all. And this might just be the difference between our movies being local and going international. Of course, the scripts will still have to be worked on a bit more, right? I think that laziness, like the ability to know, okay, we would have to like get a close-up shot of maybe this wristwatch because that's what would pass the story across now. Maybe this gateman that we are like facing the camera on right now shouldn't be the one who we should face the camera on, but the other actor, stuff like that. So we are not really getting that right. Then research facts. I want to use that particular breath of life for that. Mm, the whole conflict with, I think, um, they were being told to vacate the church because someone was paying survey fee or whatever for some time. That doesn't really make sense, and or even for like a normal viewer. So I think these are stuff that we could work on, and of course we are working really hard in Nollywood right now to improve our movies. But if we can just do a little bit of research, just little bit of research, and then try to work on our camera skills a bit more, it would like blow up our movies. And then another thing, dialogue.
Hey, wait. One. It's just one. It's just one. Tochiko. Don't worry. We have plenty people. We have plenty of
Okay.
unpopular opinions to get to. But it's just one.
Okay.
And I think your take on Breath of Life's ending being what spoils it for you, I think that qualifies. Probably both outside this space and inside this space, in the sense that I think outside this space, a lot of people really like that film and they like a lot of things about it. I haven't heard much complaints about the ending. And inside this space, a lot of people just don't like the film. So it qualifies as an unpopular opinion. We take that. But in terms of research, not doing research, that would have gotten you shamed if you did not mention Breath of Life. This is why it's good to use examples. Sometimes examples can get you out of some shaming. Well done, Tochukwu. All right. Uchenna, do you want to give us your unpopular
opinion? A lot of people have said that on this place.
How many times am I going to mute you this space? It's not your turn.
I have been thrown stone that, and if something seems like a glass house, you have to be fair. Consistency is king.
I'm consistently consistent. All right. HNF, please give us your unpopular opinion.
Okay, I wasn't really going to offer an opinion per se. I think I was trying to respond to what someone else said about the Hollywoodization of the action scenes. I don't think that's the problem, really. I think that the problem is just that they have not mastered the art of proper action scene choreography. I think a lot of the fight scenes in Nollywood movies really feel like they came out of Hollywood movies from the 80s. It's not the problem is that the problem is not that they're Hollywoodized. The problem is that they just are very outdated in their staging and they're not cinematic. I always say that, a fight scene is really a form of a dance scene. And the fight scenes in Hollywood movies just look as if somebody just randomly pointed a camera at people, faking punches at each other. So I'm not going to say that they should stop doing the fight scenes. I just think they should do them better. Also, I'm sorry. I'm just going to build on another thing that somebody else said. Breath of Life. I think Breath of Life would have been excellent if the second act had been at the beginning and the first act had been in the middle.
Okay. All right. All right. I think maybe it might be Yeah, I think a lot of people do think we should probably not Hollywoodicize Nollywood in general. So maybe I'd say that counts as semi-unpopular opinion. You have escaped shaming, Uchenna. All right, Mrs. C. Mrs. C, it is your turn.
Okay. My second unpopular opinion is that these are high school shows. I don't think the problem is that the actors are too old. Do I think they're too old? Yes. But I think we could get away with their age. We are just shit at production design, costuming, makeup, and just in general putting things together. And that is why we can see how fucking old and out of place these actors are when you put them in a secondary school.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I agree that, to be honest,
I want to shame you.
Oh, you think that's popular? That's a popular.
That's popular?
Yes. I don't think so. I think people just keep I think people just say they're too old.
People say they're too old.
Look,
exactly. Like they're doing love here in our very before.
Wow. Me that's waiting to shame this woman. I can't wait. But this is not that one. Don't worry. I'll jump on the opportunity. I'm waiting because I have clean ones here. I have very, very clean shit things that I watch.
You guys are so cute.
All right. Okay. That's gross. All right. So my other one here is, which one should I pick? This one or this one? I'll go with Bimbo Ademoye's acting belongs on stage and not on film. Boom.
I'd agree.
That's it.
Honestly,
I think she is a charismatic person. I don't think she's a film actor. All of her things is just loud and she's very showy off. It feels showy offy. Like it just feels like, look how that kind of thing works on stage, not on film. And people put her in the elites of some of our best actors. No, not for film. I'm sorry, you guys. That skit thing she's doing, it works there, whatever, but like not on films. I disagree with that. All right. Look at that. I give the best. Nobody even wants to. Oh my God. The standard has been set again. Again, the standard has been set.
That was a popular opinion. Period.
You don't realize
you can't say you just
add other movies where she's not playing a skit character at all, like she's just playing a character straight up.
Which ones?
Unfortunately, because she can't act. Acting is mostly set to the stage, in the words of Mr. C.
I'm sorry, I want to ask something. If you guys think Ademoye's acting belongs on stage,
what did you say?
If you say Bimbo's acting belongs on stage, what of Mercy Johnson's acting?
Oh, you weren't here at the beginning. You missed me saying that Mercy Johnson cannot act.
Okay.
You missed it. Finally, I found my people.
There's a strain of Mercy Johnson's acting. I agree with you 100% belongs on stage.
It don't even belong anywhere. Sorry, you people trying to put stuff where it doesn't belong. She cannot act. Point blank, period.
However, I know Mercy Johnson can do the quiet stuff as well. I've seen her do the quiet stuff.
Where she's doing that weird little nose switch in the name of crying. Let's be so for real, man. You people just... Mercy Johnson cannot act, and acting does not belong anywhere on stage, on film, on a podcast. Guys, on a podcast, Mercy Johnson's acting does not belong.
In recent years, her acting has become increasingly broad, but I think that when she first came out in the, about 10 years ago, whenever it was, 10, 15 years ago, I think she could act pretty well then. But I think maybe because back then she so often acted as a sort of a sex kitten, and since she's gotten married, she seems to have pulled away from that sort of role and put herself more into these very broad semi-comedic roles. And I think that over there her acting hasn't been as good.
Yes, marriage does spoil the married women's acting a lot. But even that, I still think I still think her broad acting is much better than a lot of people want to give her credit for.
I
But
think
yeah.
Vanessa is
All
a
right.
good actress. I also
Vanessa,
think
we're moving on. All right,
My
we're moving
other
on. Vanessa,
popular opinion. I feel like I said all the harsh things now. Now I can calm down. And you guys can like to bite me and fight me and tear my shirt. But again, I just want you guys to know I said what I said. Hamisha, Hamisha auntie. I'm sorry. Like I'm about to
for everybody who doesn't know who she's talking about right now, we're talking about Namaste Wahala
the
director.
director of Namaste Wahala, the director of Postcards.
Right side director, Ocha.
My Ocha, my Ocha par
Director,
excellence.
actor.
I'm sorry. I'm crying because I know you people are gonna drop down my throat. But Hamisha Auntie is the future of Nollywood. Full stop.
What?
Vanessa is looking for trouble. She just wants fights right now.
Some people should just be sent off the stage, to be honest. But it's an unpopular opinion, so we have to let that. But I think that's just
Standard has
just
been
so
set,
bad.
guys. I've been setting the standard this entire
The future of Nollywood. You might as well close it.
I enjoy Hamisha, but
okay, fine. This one I will explain.
God.
You need
So
vegetable with
no. So instead, I feel like we do this thing in Nollywood where, again, Ava did it earlier, comparing our stuff to K-dramas and saying at least we're better than them. Meanwhile, Hamisha Auntie has the right idea. Hamisha Auntie has the right idea. Instead of you people to be comparing yourself, boy, I'm better, or we're not better, or we are doing this one, we're not doing that one. Come together and make things great. And why? Sorry, I don't know why you guys are laughing. I'm actually not even joking. I think that
I get you. I totally get you,
I
and I agree
genuinely
with you.
actually believe that the idea that she has, granted, she might not have executed it the best with her directing skills and her writing skills. And maybe if she outsources some things, even though I don't know who she's going to outsource it to, is it to Nollywood or to Bollywood? I don't know. But if she outsources some things, right, it can actually be something. See,
Yeah.
fight all you want. Having people like Rahama Sadao and certain actors in Kannywood who actually really enjoy Bollywood and, like Rahama did, take the time and care to learn how to speak Hindi and all of these things, right? If she actually takes it, if she locks in, honestly, guys, if Hamisha Auntie locks in and has the right combinations of all the things that are needed, right? Production value, she obviously has connections and she has money, so that's sorted. If she finds the right people with the actors and the directing and the writing, honestly, we will make magic. Wallahi summa billahi, she's the future of Nollywood.
Please, no. I don't want another trip from India now. Postcard from India, please.
You guys that hate on postcards, you don't know good things. You don't know sweet things.
Postcards from India was an atrocity. This is why too much of a good thing is bad.
I will actually bite you for that.
Wahala, a delight. Postcards, I didn't even finish because I was stressed. But also,
stressed?
bear in mind, all up. Let me tell you now, this is your idea of let's not argue if this one is bad, this one is bad. Let's put it together. Let's move on. Remember the last time we collabed with another country? Ghana. Do you remember the dark ages of Nollywood? Do you remember?
You see, but then again, you people are not.
Do you remember?
You cannot hear me. I said we just need the perfect storm. We need the perfect storm.
Perfect picture came out of that one, and then the rest.
It's not
like one.
Even the perfect picture gone safe.
You will get storm, and we cannot sail, Vanessa.
I know now. Are we sailing as we speak?
With a purple.
So like.
Wait, so you want to drag other people down?
No. But you see, this is why Hamisha Auntie is perfect. No, this is why Hamisha Auntie is perfect. She is not mainstream Bollywood, and she's not mainstream Nollywood either. She's perfect, guys. Honestly, you just need to walk with me.
No, we know they were not going anywhere. We go lost.
What did you
Vanessa, we're getting lost. We're getting lost.
But you
know what? Unpopular opinion. I give it to you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Okay. All right, Inko, give us your.
Are we making things up now as unpopular opinion?
Wait,
it's opinion, isn't it?
Exactly. We've all been making stuff up, haven't we?
My own opinion is that Kendi Bankole cannot act.
Hey, God.
No, he's joking. Okay, all right. I will. You see, if you do the one, you can do the one that can get you moved off this stage real quick. I just know that it's obvious. Vanessa actually does like her auntie, her Bollywood
I love
auntie.
Hamisha auntie. I'm actually being so for real. You people think I'm joking, but like I really love her.
All right, Oinka, do you want to give us your
unpopular
one?
Okay. I don't know whether this is unpopular or popular. I think that people need to stop saying, I mean, sure, we yell a lot in our movies. People need to stop saying that. And start comparing like our acting to like because I am also kind of tired of this acting, of the quiet and the very introspective. If I see one more movie about some antsy white guy, I'm fucking tired. I will lose my goddamn shit.
How many have you seen?
All of them. All of the important movies. All of the important classically everything movies. Almost every single one of them are kind of similar. They're always long. I watch these movies. Look here, I watch these movies. And then people are saying, oh, we yell too much and we are too impassionate in our movies. I get it. Nobody should come, like, what's her name? What's the woman that yells a lot? The older woman, Toyin Tomato.
Hey, that can't be my auntie's trademark.
I can't believe people are saying Shola Shobo Ali. This is how you want to do her.
Wow, okay. Guys.
Yo, I get it. Okay, she's yelling. But okay, like, she's mad. And so she's showing her emotions that she's yelling. Yes, maybe she I'm not saying that she shouldn't, but like, oh, that's not acting. I'm so sorry, she's acting. Because it's not really mad in real life, you know? She's just acting. Okay, she's yelling. Like, I get it. Like, maybe she should do something different, but hey, you get the material you get. And I'm so sorry. Some of the actors, and then somebody will then go tell me Meryl Streep. I'm like, Meryl Streep does the same thing in all the movies, kind of. Like, sure, it's different types of salt, but it's still salt. She always plays some sort of character, some sort of noble character, and she does a voice, and then she does the quiet way. And like we all know, like if you're going to say it's similar, if you're going to say something, oh, we only yell. Well, they all do the same thing. I'm just saying.
All right. Okay, thanks.
The same thing. Okay.
I think this one counts because of the example you gave. Well, I actually just generally, if you were going to say you think the unpopular opinion is that we should stop saying people should stop shouting, I guess that is unpopular because people do be saying we do be shouting. I would say I did confess, but yes, it's still unpopular.
Like, no, I'm saying people should stop saying that, and people should stop saying like we do not.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like,
I think that's why
just acting differently, and like it's just different acting. Acting has different ways. Like, what you want everybody to keep having the similar type of acting? You will get bored. You will get bored.
All right.
People bad in serious movies, and I love.
But the point, the truth about it is that the point is that when people say that is because everybody is shouting. That's the point. Is that there is no difference. Everybody's like at 100 at all the time. That's why that comment is made. It's not that shouting, but that's why I said like the final point of your thing is that sometimes some people just label Shola Shobowale is the perfect example for me. I think that woman can act. Sometimes, yes, she does have a loud performance. It doesn't matter. We do have loud aunties. That's a perfect archetype. I think she does the shouting thing well for me. And just saying she shouts too much, I think is a lazy criticism of her.
About
all right, okay. All right. We're moving on.
And yelling.
All right, okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I find you your point. Let's go. Who was after Inko?
I'm next. My unpopular opinion is, I don't know if this is already done, but music directors and movie directors should collaborate. And I don't mean in like the Water and Gary style, like we don't want an extended music video, but like I see in music videos, like they have nice shots and all. I feel like if they collaborate, I feel like we will get better cinematography in like movies, but just not in the Water and Gary style. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, it would be nice if they could do that, but the reason that can happen is because of cost. Music video directors are way too expensive for Nollywood.
Yeah. I've had I had Clarence Spaces speak on this actually in one of his videos. Like if you think about how short a music video is as well, like if you want to translate that to Nollywood, it's very much cost. Not everybody has Tiwa Savage backing to do that Water and Gary type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you look at it, a lot of the big Afrobeat stars right now are signed to foreign labels, and they have budgets. Like that time that T.G. Omori was going around bragging about how he charges people $30,000 for a 3-minute music video. That's more than the budget for a lot of full-length features in Hollywood. So you can't. There's more money in music videos and advertising for these directors. So most of them are just not going to work in Nollywood.
Okay. Thanks, Stephanie. I think Elizabeth's next. Do you have other ones? Look,
yes,
people, if you don't have
I have hot take. So enough of my hot take before I now start doing normal pick is that we are tired of the talking boobies, right? When Nollywood needs a naked scene for no reason, note that the naked scenes have no purpose, but when Nollywood needs a talking nakedness, they'll say, where are the available boobies? My hot take is that enough of the available boobies. We need bots. Make bots accessible. I am tired of seeing breasts. Show me bum. And no, not
Male
female
bots
bum. I want to see male bums. You don't have to show me the private, but the bots, fine, I'll take it. And what's the name of this series? What's that South African one that gave me bum bum?
I'm adding on to your listing with crack.
You are
wow.
She's on crack. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But seriously, guys, think about it. More bums. Visibility for the bums. Thank you.
Stephanie male bum.
You forget. You forget. Hey, you. That has 2 minutes bum. If you want to go,
that movie was a fever dream. That film was a fever dream. I cannot remember anything in there except for the bisexual lighting and the conflict that showed up 1 hour into the film. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, anywho.
See, that's how forgettable male bum-bums are. Female bum-bums, Zoe, imagine if that was like...
Oh, I remember the bum-bum from that South African show about something beauty. Bengal Beauty, yes. There was a bum-bum there that is very memorable. Thank you.
Sorry, just along that line of the nudity and can we end the CGI or prosthetic tits is enough. If you not show it, leave it.
Okay. So use body double boobies. Is that what you want? You want Shantytown body double boobies?
We don't even need to see the boobies because
somebody
Shantytown had that body double boobies, and wallahi, I did not know what was going on in that film.
Why do you need to search Nancy Sime after she's just, What if you need to search her? What if she's hiding things under her boobies?
I just can't.
All right.
I can't.
Okay. All right.
Cover everybody's body as we know what we're doing.
Okay. All right. Does anybody? I've forgotten the order of the queue. Does anybody else have anything? Raise your hand if you have other stuff. All right. Not even must change. Go on.
Okay. My own unpopular opinion is that we need more TV shows. I don't mean, I'm not talking about AM 350 or whatever. I'm talking about limited series, comedy, web series, maybe like 2 seasons or 3 seasons kind of shows, and that makes sense. Not all these AM thing and so on. Not all these movies they are turning to series like Anikulapo or King of Boys. We need more shows instead of feature films. I think Nollywood needs more shows, and we are not talking about all these YouTube things that they are doing. I beg. Yeah, we can do YouTube, but with better writing kind of shows. Yeah.
So you believe we have not mastered short film? We have not mastered feature. Well, our features are even worse. We're trying in short film, some of them, but our features are worse. You want us to extend
No,
it
but I
to
know
be
why
doing.
he's saying this because we used to have good shows.
We want so that we can have writers that are good in shows, and we can have writers that are good in feature films
We
like
used to have good shows. Even in Danny TV, who has become a scourge on Nollywood.
What
At some
it seems
point,
like it was saying.
at some
It
point,
seems
in
like it was
Danny had
labeling
good
those ones as web
shows.
series.
No,
it's not like it was labeling those as web series because he said not web
no,
series.
he also
It's
said
that.
they
I
can be
thought
web
web
series. They just
it
need
can
to
be
be
web
good.
series, can be YouTube shows, but they are good. And they are of different genre, not like all these skaters and transit, the men's club. They should exploit all that
Only
genre.
to have better writers. I'm sorry. That's what you want. That's what you're saying. That's what you want. Okay. I will hold this shame just because maybe you not think it all that deep, but that's what you're basically saying is that you want better writers for Nollywood. In fact, shame. Collect it. Shame. All right. Does anybody else before Mrs. C, do you have another one? If you don't have Mrs. C doesn't have another one. All right, I have
another one. My hand was raised.
But we have already done your turn. I haven't had my third round. I'm here down. I think okay. With this one, so this is my Kenneth Yang is not the future. I feel like right now. Oh yes, everybody thinks Kenneth Yang is like, oh, this is the guy. Every time he puts out work, people get super excited. I don't get it. I've seen too many of his work that just have fallen flat. Like, what is the Kenneth Yang? No, wait, is it an unpopular that Kenneth Yang is like a big deal in Nollywood? It's not. It's not unpopular.
Future, but his work has not been all that. So that's a popular opinion. Has anybody ever said it's different?
They love him, case in point.
They love Kenneth Yang in
Nollywood must change. You are right. We have to shame this guy. Shame.
You're trying to try it. Confusion Now that is held as like one of the such a fantastic thing. To be honest, maybe if I saw it when 2016 or whenever it got released, 2014, 2013. Maybe if I saw it then, but watching it with the eyes I watched it, I think I saw it last year. Again, not all that. It has a lot of the same issues I have with his work. It has unnecessary nudity that just seems
you are
like
probably right.
like
You're
shock
right.
for shock.
You're right.
Shock for shock value. I don't get the Kenneth Yang hype at this point. I think it's just because maybe he went to film school. I don't know. Maybe it's just this guy went to film school, and he knows how to direct better than most people. But I don't see this person as somebody who is going to take Nollywood anywhere. This is it. I feel like this is it. Well, I've seen it.
I think he's kind of riding on the reputation of the past because, 12 to 15 years ago, when Nollywood was still in this very primitive stage, with low quality video cameras, those very overlit sets and everything. He was one of the very first people to come out with, using higher quality digital cameras and lighting the set in a way that there was light and shade and stuff like that. So he was one of the first people who people really looked at as a professional in Nollywood. And I think that he's been riding that reputation ever since. But I agree, most of the work that he's done since then has not really impressed me all that much.
Thank you. Again, the gold standard is the gold standard. Vanessa, speak your truth.
My truth, guys, and yeah, we should actually be remaking and recreating a lot of existing Nollywood IPs, just for the simple reason that we don't have what to say, we don't have what to make anymore. So if we need to remake our old original IPs when people actually had things to say, then I think Nollywood should do that. Not completely related, but also not unrelated. I miss Charles of Play, man. Where is Charles of Play? Bring back Mr. C's hobby, because at the very least, even though he's not doing a fantastic job with recreating old Nollywood IPs, at least he's trying. Pay off remake your old Nollywood IP. Bring
You
back
people are
Charles of Play.
confusing me with all these opinions. God, I beg.
I was about to say, Vanessa, please, Vanessa, please.
I had two separate unrelated things there.
Vanessa,
I had
go watch.
two separate unrelated old Nollywood.
Vanessa, you need joy in your life. Go watch
I
postcard.
have joy in my life. That's why I
Go
came
watch
back.
postcard. Are you sure? You wanted to curse all of us? You want to curse all of us with remakes of bad of our lovely movies? They should leave it alone. Leave
No,
it alone.
but what you people are getting now, do we have head? You don't have head, so at least let
We
them
don't
remake
have
old
head, but
IPs.
at
Let
least it's
them
not a
remake.
remake
I'm
of it.
sorry, we actually need to be remaking a lot of old
Vanessa,
Nollywood IPs.
Vanessa. I
We
don't want to kill
do.
anybody.
We
I don't
do.
want to. I don't
Okay,
want to
it's
say
Do.
okay,
goodnight
it's
and
okay, it's
go
okay, it's
on.
okay.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And bring back House of Play.
Okay. Oh
Look,
wow.
he's going to come
Yeah.
back. He went to spend
Play.
money with that big movie that is going to come like American movie. So it's not. He's not disappearing. It's right there. It's telling you I'm right at the corner. It's going to no. It's right there. Don't worry. And when he
Charles
comes,
of Play,
Vanessa, you better not complain.
Maruli,
Vanessa,
Charles
you
of
better
Play,
not complain.
Maruli, and Akpos, the person who has directed of those AY Akpos movies. Hey, that film is going to be legendary. Oh my God.
It's
All
coming.
right. Al, go
Do
on,
not
please
complain.
say
Everybody
your
will record this
opinion.
day.
Like,
One opinion. My one opinion is this.
What did they send for me to get? I'm just shopping. I don't even. So they
wait,
say I should
hang
buy.
on. Sorry, I don't know whose this thing was going up. Actually, let me go back to the queue. Actually, I should be doing the queue.
I am after this.
I think we're going. Yeah.
This is my my opinion. This is about criticism of Nollywood. I'm still going with the criticism of Nollywood, right? Or we just film criticism in general. I just want people to know film is not real life, right? I don't need film to be doing multiplying 25 like research, or I don't need film to be doing like chemistry and telling me something is physically possible or not. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need it. All I need is that it makes logical sense within the story or that they're telling. I don't need to. I don't want to like like I sometimes feel like criticism of movies have gone to the point where sometimes we're just criticizing like, oh, that's not possible in real life. Yes, it's not possible in real life. You know how it's not possible? You are sitting down watching something. It's not possible. But if it makes sense within the movie, it's okay. Like I was watching, what's it called? Guidance of the Galaxy. Half of the words they were saying makes no sense. Half of the science that was going on there makes absolutely no sense. But I'm cool with it. We are cool with it. I mean, I'm cool with Interstellar. I'm cool with all these things. I'm cool with if magical happens, magical happens. I was even watching Disney Channel thing. I don't know why I was watching Disney Channel thing. Maybe I was going to Nostalgia. None of that makes any sense. But if it makes sense within the movie, it makes sense within the movie. I'm not going to use that to criticize movie. If movie is bad, there are reasons why movie be bad. But it's not like, oh, how is it that became politics? Nobody's going to ever get that straight. It's a movie. You're asking too much of movies, and I think people be asking of too much of movies nowadays, and that's why they keep on doing basic stuff because they don't want they don't want no criticism from people, so they just lose on basic stuff. And I'm just like, why? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I disagree. I think a lot of the reason why people say this is not really well, when I say it anyway, it doesn't make sense for the world they've built. They're breaking the rules of the thing, and sometimes, a lot of the times, their world is supposed to be replicating something quite similar. But like there are ways in which you can build things that makes you forgive things in films because it feels like, oh, in this world, it feels like that it's possible. But like in filmmaking, if you don't do it right, it can break the illusion. But some people do make just that general, yeah, this film is not realistic as criticism. I hear that.
My
So
criticism is not that
Sorry,
making a criticism. My criticism is that that's the main criticism that they have, and it's always the something. And so many movies nowadays.
Why would you fight
I
me
love
when I'm
that.
agreeing with you?
Eh?
What is the who sent you today to just fight me even when I'm agreeing with you? I just agree that yes, but generally some people make that as a criticism.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You just want to fight me
I'm so
today.
sorry. I don't want to fight. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. I'm moving to the corner.
Okay.
So you said you can push back a bit and be like,
hey, you can push back.
Okay, so because I think I have friends that are like physicists, and when they watch a lot of physics in films, they're like, "You people are crazy." And I think Onyeko has the same response when she watches films that do like really poorly with Yoruba history, right? So the fact that like you can watch a Guardians of the Galaxy film and be like, okay, all of this nonsensical chemistry that doesn't make sense, I agree with it. I don't think it's a valid like criticism for someone that actually understands that. I think it's valid for people that just want the film to be like watching the documentary. Like obviously you're not expecting that. But I think people that actually understand some of these things can say this would never happen in a real world. Unless, for instance, the film is like The Maze Runner or Hunger Games and they've created like their own specific law. But if the film is telling us that their story is rooted in the real world, then I can say, well, in the real world, men cannot give birth to triplets. So I can be able to say that this is not realistic.
All
right.
I think I miss yes, but I am saying that should not be the main criticism. Also, there are a lot of things. I've said it multiple times in this something like I don't take any movies like seriously. I don't take it as realistic in any way. I am already going into something because I don't think movies are ever realistic because they can't. Fiction is fiction. Even historical movies, I never owe them to that. The reason why I'm mad at Woman King is not because it's historically inaccurate. I already believe movies about biological something is already historically inaccurate because one thing, we went there, we can never truly know all those things and all that. So everything is already historical inaccurate. So even when you hear me say it, it is not the main issue that I ever have with the movie. It is never my main issue.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Oinka. I think Elizabeth next.
Yes. So what I want to say.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
All right. So I have two more things to say. But I'll say one now, then I can call it a day. My hot take, which is not exactly a hot take, I said it during the last space, but I want to expand it now because I've been hearing this a lot. That what is the backstory? What is the backstory? We don't need backstories. Look, and this is even for apart from like the audience. I don't know if it was the audience that started it or maybe the audience can see a lack of motivation, and the best way they can interpret it is saying, what is the backstory? And then writers are now thinking they need to dig for when you were younger, something went wrong with your life, or when I was younger, 70 years ago, 20 years ago. We don't need those backstories, guys. Your story can start in the present. I promise you. Your conflicts, you can find it in the present. Like, what do you think is happening right now? Just like how Ga needed to go dig till they find that they killed one thing, they brought one king. So now Anthony, I am going to kill all King Rampage. You don't need that. Politics, power. Power is a motivation. Why can't you build on that? It's just laziness. I really find a lot of backstories lazy. Flashback very gidim years ago. I don't want to know. I don't want to see your flashback. I don't want to know what happened when you were younger. Move with what you have now. Put on your thinking caps. Stay in the present. What do you think happen to your protagonist, antagonist right now. Right now. Right now. You don't need that backstory, I promise you. That backstory, you've just wasted our time. Thank you.
House of God, can you hear words? Okay. All right. Thanks, Elizabeth. I think we'll go. Oh, Stephanie, yes.
Okay, my last unpopular opinion is that Nollywood posters are unappetizing. And I feel like where you would find most of Nollywood posters are like when you dredge like the underbelly of 2B, when you start going deep, that's the kind of posters Nollywood brings out. I don't know. I mean, they can do something refreshing, like spice it up. I don't know. It's just not everyone on the cast needs to be on the poster. Like, not everyone is important. You should only put the important people on the posters, and Nollywood just puts everybody. It's too much. The colors, everything is just distracting. I don't know. It's just not good. So that's my last point. Thank you.
Is that unpopular? Let me see. Search my heart. I don't think enough people call it out. So let me leave it like that. Definitely, you have been shamed enough today, to be honest. So we'll let you go with that one. Okay. But it's very common, actually. You're right in the sense that a lot of our posters aren't great. We're becoming better. We have a poster specialist in the house. Coming at the
Kaizen.
what's it called? Yeah. I'm with difficulty comes ease. Like that's a Kaizen actually was the one who made that poster as well, I think, right? Yeah. So I really like that poster. Very simple. Maybe I'd have chosen slightly different fonts, but I think that was the one that was picked for her. But I like that kind of simple poster, and I think it worked very well. All right, but thanks, Stephanie. We'll go Nollywood Must Change, and then we'll go to you, El. Nollywood Must Change.
Sorry, I want to say something about posters, but I want to make my own unpopular opinion. My own rebuttal about posters is that sometimes simple posters don't work. Like we don't have to go to you said someone made with difficulty comes is kind of posters. That might not be what we need actually. We need posters that would drive the general audience kind of to see a movie, because I don't think everybody would like that poster. Even me, I don't think I like that poster, but it was okay. So my own unpopular opinion is that Kayode Kasum is the future of Nollywood. Kayode Kasum is the future of Nollywood. I can see it. He has the potential, but it needs the storytelling factor. Like, it just needs to do better with writing. Maybe he should not write. He should look for good writers and work with them. I see him as the future of Nollywood. And Niyi Akomalayan is the most hardworking director in Nollywood. That's my unpopular opinion.
Nobody has ever claimed me for being lazy. It's just it's the output. I think he gets attacked on. To be honest,
hardworking with minute output. Like the output is not giving the effort. It's not showing the effort he's putting in.
I think he's showing the effort. To be honest, he just likes quantity. To be honest, he's helping a lot of people in a lot of different places. I mean, that's what it looks like from my end, anyway.
I think it maybe needs to relax so that it can fully think through a project.
I think he needs a break.
Everybody
we should all
go on sabbatical. I said this thing at the beginning of this space. Everybody in Nollywood take sabbatical.
I think we should do GoFundMe, especially for Need, though. That she should go on to on a holiday. We should do GoFundMe. We should sponsor this holiday.
Should not
take
go to America, please. 4 months.
Why should we sponsor him? Take takes when he has money from Prime? Is the owner of
He clearly needs money because you keep on making things very quickly and putting them there. Like clearly, it's not like he can do with the extra bits. Is what it seems like. So I'm sure he will not refuse it. Let's do GoFundMe. We do a holiday. It doesn't have to be anywhere. I mean, too expensive. Just even if it's Russia, whatever, Ukraine, whatever, any place that we can afford, just let me just stay away from making films.
Modern films, let him stay away from computer screens. Maybe for a year.
Okay, all right. L has dropped. Okay. We're about rounding up. We're doing our last rounds at this point. Tochiki, do you want to?
Yeah. So I think the another problem that we have in Nollywood is that we write stories for the audience. Aside all these IPs like the whole Marvel and DC stuff, filmmaking comes out a lot more better if someone just says a story that is like close to his heart, right? You shouldn't care whether like the average Nigerian understands your story, blah blah blah. Let's bring in this kid guy to make it this way. Let's bring in this popular Nigerian expression. Let's shout Mobe, all those stuff. Just write your story. Like the best movies that we've had for some time now, even the comedy ones like Breaded Life, there is like a level of originality that comes with these stories, like Breaded Life, Eyimo Fair, Juju stories, stuff like this. Even though I haven't seen it, but the Mami Water now that is like making rave worldwide. If you just like tell your story honestly, Nigerians, we are not as dumb as like most filmmakers think that we are, right? Just say your story, you would find your audience. But if you like keep on chasing that money, keep on chasing the popularity, you might end up just producing like crap over and over again, and maybe getting once in a while, you get like once in 20 movies, you make like a fairly good movie. And that's another problem that we have in this industry right now, chasing popularity and the money. Thank you.
Okay. Let me think. This one, I think this one is okay. Well, like they should write more. I don't think it's unpopular. It's not unpopular, is it? It's not common, but it's not unpopular. I'm sorry, shame. It's not unpopular. It's not unpopular. It's not unpopular. I think writing fair is good advice, and I agree with it. But I don't think many people will be against people writing what they think works for themselves and stop second guessing or trying to second guess what the audience thinks. I think that's good advice. And even though like maybe many people aren't thinking it, but it's not unpopular, right? In that sense. All right. Okay. Who else? Wayne?
Yeah, I think my popular opinion is that range is a myth in Nollywood. Like, and I mean generally, like, I don't think I have really seen range in terms of like storytelling, in terms of like actors putting themselves in different positions. It's like how like you watch like maybe 3 films and you think an actor is American, and then you find out that this actor is.
Huh? What? Have we lost Wayne? Lost Wayne, right?
Maybe like
Okay, all right. I thought, oh man, ever since last week, it was last week where I was asking whether people could hear me, and people could hear me. I've become very paranoid. All right, okay, we've lost Wayne. I think Bugs Baby. Was there anybody before I go to Bugs Baby? All right, Bugs Baby, do you want to give us your unpopular opinion?
Yes. Okay, my unpopular opinion is that Nollywood film critics need to critique the gatekeepers. Like is like the gatekeepers in Nollywood that they need to attack and drag, not the actors, not the directors, not the writers, because and another unpopular opinion in my unpopular opinion is we have the talent in Nollywood. Like that's not like people are saying there's no talent, there's no talent. There is the talent. It's just the gatekeepers that keep the talent, suppressed to the point where like people don't see them mainstream. So you people need to attack the gatekeepers, like in other like filmmaking industries, you have like people who are already big, who like mentor people and then know when to let them fly and stuff like that. But like in Nollywood, when people mentor people, like I'm even talking like actors, directors, whatever, they basically want to keep them under their wings till like they die. So the critics, you people should be attacking the gatekeepers, the people that are at the top that are not letting people come up. That's my unpopular opinion.
Okay, Bugs Baby comes for the critics, says they should attack the gatekeepers. I don't.
Yeah, probably right.
I don't know who the gatekeepers. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't know who these people would be in this instance, but like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
I know that I've criticized Styles of Play before,
Oyinka,
so I know I have
I wanted
criticized
to
me.
yeah, sorry, Oyinka. I wanted to say that Oyinkan's stock in trade on this space is before she even talks about the nitty-gritty of a film, she can just take like 1 minute to just attack whoever she thinks is the gatekeeper of that. Oyinka has come for capitalism, ebony life, Charles of Play, Niyaki Bolayo, anybody that you can just think about, right? So I think we also do that. I think a couple of times we've had dedicated space just talking about exhibitors and distributors and the whole shenanigan, at least from the audience point of view. But thank you for that. We really, on this particular call, we've not really called them out. So yeah, thank you for that call out.
All right. Okay. Thanks for taking more hosting and this thing. All right. Is there anyone else before I do my one? Okay. Some people in the comments have been, sorry, comment section people. A lot of times people have been disagreeing. There's some pushback with a lot of the things Mr. M says was pointing out Reminisce from King of Boys as an exception to musicians jumping into acting. Yeah, I think one of my hot takes was, one of the things I said was Zara Quiz's character from A Tribe Called Judah was top 2 villains. The other villain I had in my head that was more iconic than him is Reminisce from the first King of Boys. Because he's not even a villain in the second one. Ikeade says our established filmmakers need to make more short film anthologies than the so-called limited series. Ricky says Etimefion can't act. And yeah.
And I co-signed.
Yeah, that one's a recent. It feels like that one's a recent this thing. I don't know what I say can't act. I just think his recent this thing has not helped people.
He's living on past glory. People should stop giving people past glory. Cannot act.
All right. Okay. My unpopular opinion is I think fine wine is Namaste Wahala levels bad. And a lot of people just need to swallow your pride and admit it. In fact, in some places it's much worse, to be honest. Now, fine wine has that editing where we see her end the phone call and the phone call is still going on.
Creative choice.
It's just going. I'm like, what is going on in this life? It just happened. It has so many of this cheese. Is that not even? You forget that hand to hand when they were reaching for the salt or something. Some of the most. That for me is on par with that Namaste Wahala meet cute opener where they're only them on the beach and they still manage to run into each other. The way they shot and edited them both reaching for the salt is some of the. And then people know I like Incest for many reasons, even outside of acting. But Incest's performance in Fine Wine, where she, I guess some of it doesn't help that she's speaking into like just the camera because they're pretending to be on video call, is easily one of the worst performances from somebody of that talent ever.
Yeah, she literally phoned it in.
So Yes.
Yes.
Are you not repeating all the bads in fine wine? Because we mentioned all of these things as part of bad. So what's going on here?
Exactly. Like I don't
I
understand.
want
Like
to
you're saying
say,
things
I
that we
said
said.
I thought fine wine is Namaste Wahala levels
no,
bad.
not end.
Look here, as a critic, you are missing the point. The point is not the how the movie is made. The point is the charisma of RMD.
No, you don't even the charisma of RMD. The love do
Defend is
sweets.
gone. Prove my point.
I'm
Defend it.
sorry,
Go
the
on.
love do sweets. Whether you people like, whether the film is good or the film is
Oh, the
bad,
love
though.
is sweet.
No, the love do
It's sweet.
sweets. I'm sorry.
This is why.
No,
This is why I brought it
because
up. If this fine wine
on
is
that day,
loved and
we still
respected,
said the bad.
while Namaste Wahala is understood
We
as
still
what it
said the
is, a
bad
laughing
about
stock
fine
that
wine.
it
All these
should be.
things you're saying, we said on the day. It
Yeah.
And
still
yet,
doesn't detract
nobody
from
takes
the fact
And
that
you
the
know
love
my
do
point.
sweet.
you know what?
My point.
Because
Meeting everybody. My point. This thing. My point is that nobody mistakes the people here who like Namaste Wahala. Nobody mistakes Namaste Wahala for the love is sweet, or nobody tries to defend it on its actual merit. We that like Namaste Wahala understand what it is. The difference is that people watch fine wine, see all the
Because
rubbish,
of
and go,
love.
"Oh,
It
but
is
the
a
love is
romance
sweet."
film. It is
Yes,
a
that is
romance
why
film.
I'm
And
telling
if the
you
love
it
is
is
sweet, then it
Namaste
has done
Wahala
what it was
levels
supposed
bad.
to do. This your
Good.
opinion. Shame.
I have a question. I have this question.
It's not
Why did
unpopular.
you bring
Clearly,
up
you're arguing against
Namaste
it.
Wahala when this guy was like Devil in Abada? You see how he's not bringing up Devil his love for Devil in Abada.
But they're not. They're not.
You see,
Devil in
you're not
Agbada is not
bringing
rom
up.
com.
Eh?
Devil in Agbada is not rom com.
Is it?
Devil in Agbada is not rom com.
Oh,
I thought about it.
if we can like if we mentioned everything about fine wine, right? We mentioned the bad too. We also mentioned the bad of Namaste Wala. I actually like Namaste Wala, and I also like
I like.
wine. So, but the one movie
Yeah,
I don't like that you love that
you are consistent.
you
You are consistent.
every
I am speaking to the people. I know they are here.
devil in a bad.
I'm not speaking to you. I'm not speaking to
Again,
you.
your
Rico. I'm
opinion.
speaking to the other people.
Shame is not
It's,
good.
we already shame.
Oh,
We already shame.
romantic
We already shame people
romantic
who are
comedy,
pretending
the
to have
whole
popular
rom-com.
opinions.
What
Shame.
kind of romance
You
from
don't know how to do it.
Devil in a Bad? I don't know. Actually, I didn't completely watch it. So was there not a romance in it? Guys, tell me.
Don't speak about it if you have no. It's not a
There's
romance movie.
just 30 minutes in it.
It's
Okay,
a
what are you talking
thriller.
about?
It's a thriller. Let me tell you about. Let me tell you about
No,
Devil in Agbada.
no,
Devil in
you're saying there was a
Agbada is
romance, right? With Uzo.
No, there
it's a
wasn't.
spy political
There
thriller.
was this Arikwe teaching people how to fight.
Spy
There was
political thriller. That's what
I
it
gave it
is.
30 minutes and I was out.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
You miss you miss
Devil in
Erica doing
Agbada
kung fu in
Devil in
heels.
Agbada was a
You
trip.
miss Erica doing kung fu in
so
heels.
whenever you
That's what I'm
bring up
saying.
fine wine, know that we have weapon with Devil in Abada. So as I
Devil in
said,
Agbada was a trip, man. I'm
Okay, you just
as I
okay.
said,
Your argument does not count because you
devil,
like your.
devil,
I'm
what
not
did I
talking to
say?
you.
People in glass houses don't throw stones.
What you're saying doesn't rhyme with anything that's going on here.
It does.
Look. Say, wait. Listen, just listen to me, Oinka.
Okay.
Listen. You like Namasiwala, you like fine wine. You're consistent. My point is that I'm putting both of them on the same level. There are people here who disagree. There are people who rate fine wine better as a different in different levels of quality. That is what I'm pointing out. I'm saying I enjoy both of them on that same
But
level.
the problem
But
with I'm gonna come because you're talking to me and you have not you are going through the corners and you cannot come direct.
And then
it's not just
Let
you.
me come
It's not
directly
just
to
you.
you, Mr. C.
look here. When you started attacking palm wine, I had to be something. Come direct to the person.
The
If you're talking,
problem, Oyinka, let me
talk to the
tell
person.
Mr. C what the problem is with this your false equivalency here, right?
It's not a
No.
false
Let me
equivalence.
say why it is a false equivalency. While both are rom-coms, and I love Hamisha Auntie to death. But the problem is with Namaste Wahala, the romance doesn't work. It's not there. I don't. There was. It didn't. The love didn't sweet. There was no love. It didn't feel like.
Yeah.
No. Oh, let me finish. Oh, It didn't feel like these people fell in love. It didn't feel like these people loved each other. The execution of Fine Wine's romance might not have been perfect. It's not perfect. Let me not even took a
Might not have been
the
perfect.
execution. No.
Oh my
Let me
God.
land. Now I then corrected myself. I said it's not
Yes.
perfect. The execution
Mm.
of Fine Wine is not perfect. It is incredibly flawed. But at the baseline of what Fine Wine was supposed to be, which was a romance, if you put it comparatively with Namaste Wahala, I'm speaking about the couples in it or the people that are supposed to fall in love. If you compare the romance in Fine Wine, specifically between those two people, and the one in Namaste Wahala, Fine Wine has Namaste Wahala beat by a mile and a half, if not 300 more miles when it comes to the romance. Period. That is why they
Okay.
cannot be on the same level. Can
I
they
love,
be
I
on
love
the
how
same
I love
level
how
in
people
other
add
things, in
periods.
levels of bad?
Like adding
Yes.
period means it's fact. It doesn't mean nothing, my G. Just because he added period, I think the romance
Benny,
in
you are
Fine
just
One
arguing
is
a moot
trash,
point because
hot
you don't
trash.
care about romance.
But that's why
Those
it's
of
an
us who love
unpopular
love,
opinion
those of us who
because
love love,
you
know
people
that the people
disagree
in
with
Namaste
it.
Wala don't have love.
Time out, guys. Time out.
So, yes, okay, but we spent time anyway on this particular one. I think that's about it. Any last ones before we go?
Mr. C is always
One for the
wrong.
road.
We need to go, but I
That is
have
an
one.
unpopular opinion. I agree. I agree.
I have
Olive.
I have an advice that is not a hot take. So I want all I want
Okay.
to say is that Nollywood needs to expand its audience. And no, I don't mean like what we have currently. And expand the audience, what I mean is in terms of genre. Because somebody has also mentioned here that the problem we have is that we don't have enough investments in people writing what they would rather. So this is what I think, which has been my theory that I've held for a very long time, is that we do this, which is not wrong, right? We see what it's very natural. Movie industries do it, in where we somebody makes a movie, it's popular, and everybody tries to replicate that particular movie till infinitum. And then the problem here is that while filmmakers are doing that, is you are re-engineering your audience's taste, and that's why if you remember, there was a time after that collaboration they came out with Wedding Party. And then after a while, they told us that the only thing Nigerians wanted at the cinema was just slapstick comedy, which had absolutely no truth in it until Kemi Aditiba came with King of West. And then everybody think now the only thing we want to do is crime. On Africa Magical, on TV, a crime. Now, what I'm just trying to say is this, is that it's very normal in human nature also to chase profit. If you feel like a particular genre is profitable, you run after it. So everybody throws money in there to gather to gather the audience. But what I'm saying is, in essence, is we need to re-engineer our audience's tastes. And by re-engineering, I would say that movies like With Difficulty Comes is now that film not perfect, but it did something, right? With the resources it had, with the story it tried to tell, to a large extent, it got acceptance. Now, so that argument that maybe your audience, so maybe this audience would not have gone to the cinema, but this is what I posit, right? If you tell stories, simpler stories at base level, with this kind of attention, right? Now, I'm not saying that you should tell the same story. You can tell anything you'd like to tell coming of age movies, even though I've noticed that we don't exactly like coming of age, but that particular With Difficulty Comes is can even pass as a coming of age because it's a sort of, throughout all everything, there was some form of growth that happened at the end. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you have these sort of simpler stories written in this manner for whatever genre that you want to consistently create them, let the audience accept them. I think we can actually re-engineer the audience taste to have diverse taste in which even they become interested in film enough to have some base level film knowledge, because I don't think anybody on this call had like any of these film knowledge before we all started watching. We learn on the go. You like film so much, you start googling, you start learning. So I think this is what I am possessing. And again, this is not the first time we've done something like this. If you look at some of these guys, they may also not be perfect, but Tunde Kelani did that with Shawaride. Or at the base level, if you're watching it again, it probably seem boring to you. But the base level is that there are some stories that they don't need overload of dramatic conflicts for it to thrive. You just need to re-engineer the audience. And thank you very much, you guys. So if you are about to write that new crime, I know that your hand is itching you to write about crime. That boy that grew up in Ajigula now is killing people. You can rewrite it to write about what you yourself connect to on a base level, and you would like to just put on YouTube. We'll watch it with you. Thank you very much.
That's great, and I'm not even going to try to top that. Thanks, Elizabeth. On that note, thanks everybody for all your unpopular opinions. There were some very, very good ones, some interesting ones, and all the people who did the unpopular opinions. Shame. But thanks for coming anyway. It was a fun space. I think next week something is dropping. I don't know whether we're going back to sad times, but it very much probably is going to be the case. But next week we'll probably do a film. But thanks for coming to space, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the episode. If you enjoyed listening and would like to join live, just follow us on Twitter at Iroko Critic and join us every Sunday 6 p.m. West African time on our spaces.